At home. Hey, Kim. Hi, Shelby. All right, good stuff. Good morning. Well, afternoon. But anyways, let's move. We'll do what we came here for. Child's pose. Knees out wide, fingertips all the way to the head of your mat. Take a nice big breath in. Open your mouth and sigh. Just like that. In. Sigh. We're going to start moving and working with our Ujjayi breath as we move throughout this practice. On your next inhale, come up and into downward facing dog. We're going to get right away going with the movement today. So for my friends in the studio, by the way, you've got assisting cards by the upper right-hand corner of your mat. For everybody, on your inhale, let's lift your heels up super high. And on your exhale, let them sit back down towards the floor, bringing a little bit of softness and bend to your knees. That's it. One more time. Breathe in and out. Feet to hands. All the way to the head of your mat. We're going to take a halfway lift. Breath in, long flat spine, ragdoll. So look to pull the pit of your belly up towards the ceiling. And from here, we're going to use that pit of the belly to roll the whole way up to standing. Yeah, you've got it. Take extended mountain when you get there. Fingertips straight up to the ceiling. And exhale your hands down to heart center. Now, we'll get going with one Om. So take your breath in. Breathe in, reach up. Fold, exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Slow on the way down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. We're going to take 2 breaths here. In. Let it go. One more time. Inhale. Bend your knees. Exhale. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Extended mountain. Breathe in all the way up. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Moving with your breath. Upward facing dog on the inhale. Down dog. Exhale. All right. A little softness in your knees as you breathe in. Exhale. Press your sits bones back. One more time. In. Bend your knees on the way out. Hop on empty. Halfway lift. Fold. Extended mountain. Pressing down through your heels as you reach. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. 2 breaths here. And then we'll move to our sun bees. One more time. On the exhale, feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair pose. Sitting nice and low. All your toes up off the mat. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Right side warrior 1. So right foot all the way to the head of the mat. Inhale on your way up. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Left side warrior 1. Inhale as you go up. Exhale right back down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. All right, take a breath in. Sigh it out. One more time. Inhale. Sigh. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair pose. Breathe in deep. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Move through. Upward facing dog. Shoulders back. Down dog. Right side warrior 1. Press down through your big toes. Straight into the mat. Chaturanga. Good stuff. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Left side warrior 1. So same thing. Pressing down as you breathe in. Chaturanga. Hands right back down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. All right. You know the drill. 2 breaths. One more time. Inhale. Breath out. Bend your knees. Pop. Halfway lift. fold. Last one, chair pose, breathe in, fold. Halfway lift, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, down dog, right side, warrior one. Eyes to the ceiling, hands to the mat, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog, left side, warrior one. Last one, breathe in, reach, chaturanga. Up dog, and into down dog. I love these classes because you get to rip the Band-Aid on A's and B's. Bring your right leg up into the air. And then that means you get to start working on other things in the practice. Now press out through your heel. So you get the stretch from your fingers all the way back. Bend your top knee, open up your hips, stay here or flip dog. We're gonna take 2 breaths in flip dog. So set it up, here it is. One more time. Flip it back over, high plank, side plank, right hand down, left hand straight up to the ceiling. Now this pose is all about lift. Look up over your top fingers and now lift as high as you can go. One more breath in. Chaturanga, both hands down. Up dog, down dog, left leg up into the air. Yep, as high as you can go. And now kick this heel straight into my hand. Good stuff. Bend your top knee and then open up your hip. Stay here or flip dog. Coming right down. Now press through your heels and lift your hips 1 inch higher. You've got the space for it. Last breath. Flip it back over. High plank, side plank, right hand or whichever hand it is on the ground. Look up through the opposite one. Now flex your feet, both of them, and kick this top foot as high as you can go, pressing out through your heel. Good job. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Now let's do a sigh. In, out. Right side crescent lunge. So you can think about the sighs almost like they're a steam valve. So you're releasing some of the air and the energy. Now I want you guys to lift up through your fingertips. We're going to create this lift by pressing our toes into the mat and lifting so that you can stretch out the front side of your body as you reach up. Lifting as high, yes, Kim, and back as you can go. One more breath. Hands to heart center. And now we're going to twist to the right. Now this pose, as much as it's about strength, it's also about softness. Picture it like you're softening right between your shoulder blades. Yeah, that's it. So that you can open it up. One more breath. You've got this. On your next inhale, rise up, take crescent lunge, warrior two. Now, I can't believe you're already in warrior two. We've only been in here for like 2 minutes, but I'm going to give you, so my mom used to do this with me when I was practicing, and it's going to be this. So you're going to take this front leg and come down so low, yes, that you've got a 90-degree angle. For my friends at home, there's a block right behind the knee, get down to extended side angle. I know it's really low there. You're like, I didn't actually know that my leg went to 90 degrees, but now I've discovered that it does. Yeah, that's it. Here, bring this hand down to the mat. And now lift this one straight up. Good job. We're going to stay here for a full breath in. Chaturanga, hands to the mat. Yes, Kim. Half or full binds are available. Up dog. Down dog. Breath in. Steam valve sigh. Left side crescent lunge. So anytime you start to feel like the practice is moving ahead of you, or like your breath's getting ahead of you, a sigh can always help there. Press your back toes down so far that you can lift through those fingers. Now you can actually create this lift just like this. So lifting all the way up. Yeah, you've got way more space there. One more breath. Hands to heart center. And now we're going to twist to the left side. Yeah, so think about this back leg staying super active. I fall over here too. But picture pressing this thigh straight up towards the ceiling. Yeah, now press through this heel. Good job. One more breath in. Exhale on your inhale. Rise up, crescent lunge. Warrior two. Great job. Stay here. And then we'll move extended side angle. Now, this is like one of my favorite poses in the whole practice. Press your back pinky toe down into the mat and then lift through your top fingers. We're going to stay for one more breath so Kim can grab that bind. Chaturanga on your next exhale. Up dog. Through to down dog. Take a breath in. Let it go. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair. We're going to move right through this. So chair pose, sit nice and low, hands to heart center, twist to the right. 2 breaths here, eyes to one place. One more in. Stay for that exhale. Breathe in, rise up, chair pose. Hands to heart center, twist to the left. 2 breaths here. In, slow exhale. Once more in. Stay for that out. Breathe in, rise up, chair pose. Fold. All right, feet wide to the edges of the mat. Let's do pointer fingers around your big toes and then let your head hang all the way down. You can always choose a little sway from side to side here, but really the thing you want to check in with is your breath. Take a second to notice if your inhales are still just as long as your exhales. Get connected with your breath so that we can come to the next pose, crow pose. Right at the top of the mat, hands wide, feet wide. You can take a goddess squat variation, yes, Kim, or any other variation. That's it. Now you're going to think about, yes, pulling up, press your belly button straight up through to your back. One more breath. Chaturanga, good stuff. Up dog, down dog. From here, breath in, let it go, feet to hands. Halfway lift, fold. Inhale, right side eagle. So we're going to rise the whole way up to standing. Right arm wraps under and right leg wraps over. I'm going to tell you this right now. We're going to connect all of these poses. So bring your elbows straight down to your knee. When you get here, I'm going to fall over. We're going to pause for a moment just to get your balance all situated. From here, keeping your arms bound, take airplane legs. Once you've got those airplane legs, reach your hands forwards just 1 more inch. So you're creating this super long pose. From here, unbind your arms, and we're going to take it to half moon, which means one hand down to the ground and the other hand up towards the ceiling. Yeah, that's it. Think about pulling your shoulder blades together on your back, and then engaging your low belly. 1 more breath. Feet down, hands down. All right, you can shake it out. Do what you need to. On your inhale, we'll rise up, and we get to do left side. So left arm under, left leg over. Sit nice and low into that pose. Now, to get through all of these, think about your big toe not only pressing into the mat, but melting to the floor beneath you. Yep, elbows to knees. Okay, you have it. Now, airplane legs. Yep, keeping your arms bound, you've got this. Press as long as you can go on the mat. That's it. Press this heel back straight into my hand. Good job. Half moon. So it's going to be right hand down, left hand out towards the side. That's it. Good stuff. You've got it. Lift it all the way up, thinking about that top hip opening to stack on top of the bottom one. All right, feet down. Let's rise up to standing. We're going to take, we'll take right side dancer. So right hand is going to come back to grab your inner ankle. The soft part of your elbow should face out. Good stuff. Here, we're actually going to switch your hand around 1 more time. Here, look. Can I help? Okay, good stuff. This way. Yeah, and then grab your inner ankle. Good stuff. So you feel that opening in this shoulder? Yes. Okay, now press this shin backwards. Yeah, just like that. All right, and we'll switch sides. So bring it down, take left side. Soft part of your elbow faces out. Yes, just like that. Okay. And now I'm going to have you press into this hand. So just like this. That shin is going to reach back. Yeah, 2 more breaths here. As far as you can go. Mackenzie, I know you've got 1 more inch. All right, hands and feet down. we're going to take tree pose. And that's because we're out here, hands to heart center, bottom foot down to the, you know what? Yeah. Okay, good stuff. Kristen, how I know you have the flexibility for this. So instead, let's transfer this foot actually to the front side of your thigh. So it's a little different here. You're going to have to press your thigh into your foot and then your foot into your thigh. From here, we're going to fold at our hips and slowly fold the whole way down to the mat. Your fingertips can come to blocks, yeah, or the ground. There should be a nice big opening in your right hip here. We're going to stay, let's say, 2 breaths. Long, slow inhales followed by full exhales. That's it. And at the end of that second breath, we'll inhale, rise up, and we're going to switch sides. Yep, so both feet down, and then we'll reset. That's it. And I think this is called like standing lotus or something like that when you do this foot variation. You can fold all the way forwards. Fingertips down to a block or down to the floor. Take one more breath. All right, and on your next inhale, we'll rise up, feet down. Okay. Now come to the head of your mat. This is like starting the practice over from here. Take extended mountain, breathe in the whole way up. Fold, exhale. Halfway lift. Chaturanga, blow the air out so that you can move through up dog, inhale, down dog, exhale, right side triangle. Now we're going to do my fun little triangle trick here. So take a long stance. Right foot is going to come as far up towards the front of the mat as what you can reach. Yes. Long stance here. Now left hand all the way up. Yeah, you have this. Actually, you know what? I'm going to bring this foot 1 inch closer. So bring this foot up here. Yeah, no problem. So you're going to want to press through this back side. Yes, so that you can lift up. Good stuff. Take one more breath. On our next inhale, we're going to rise up. We'll take side facing, wide-legged forward fold. So feet towards the long end. We'll do a bind today. So interlace your fingers behind your back and then fold the whole way forwards. Now, this is the thing I always have to tell myself as soon as I get into these binds. Soften your knees, soften your elbows. A little bit of bend here is going to make a lot of difference in your body. Now, even though we've brought softness to your elbows and your knees, we're still going to press down through our pinky toes and down through our big toes until you can use your low belly to rise the whole way up to standing. Yep, so on your inhale, lift up. And now we're going to switch to triangle on the left side. So your feet are actually going to turn to face the back of the mat. That's it. Back foot parallel with the back of your mat. Left hand down, right hand up to the ceiling for triangle. Oh, see? Magic. Just turned it the opposite direction. I know you're all so impressed at home and here in the studio. Take one more big breath in. On your inhale, rise all the way up to standing, facing the front of the mat, chaturanga. I'm still working on the transition here, to be honest. So however you want to do it, we're going to face the front of the mat for up dog and into down dog. All right, roll to your high plank. We're going to lower the whole way down to the floor. All right, let's bring a block in between your shins. So, yep, your block is going to come. I'm using my water bottle, which, by the way, you should definitely have a lid on your water bottle if you're doing this. Now, no matter which variation you're taking, we're going to hug into that block / water bottle, shoulders back, lift up for locust pose. Now, as you're pressing down, let's actually flex your feet today because I really want you to get that core action. It's adding as much of this lift as possible to help support your back. So hug in as you breathe in, and on your exhale, we'll come down. Now you can lay one cheek down, take a reset breath. And then we're going to come up. You can remove the blocks because we're going to come to floor bow. So hands by the outer ankles, or I do have yogis who use the inner ankles. whatever it is. Feet flexed, press back, lift up, floor bow, round 1. Now that's it. You want to do this pose like you're about to stand on the ceiling, pulling your pinky toes down. That's it. One more breath, all the way to the floor. You can TikTok your knees from side to side. Let's take upward facing dog. Hands by your low ribs. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, down dog. Right side, half pigeon. I know we're coming the whole way into opening. And that's mainly because I have yet to teach this class where we've gotten to half pigeon in a 30-minute session, so we had to do it today. I feel like we're not getting it all if we don't get a half pigeon. So steady breaths. We've just gone from some pretty serious working poses into a pose where, yeah, you are still working, your core is engaged, but we're actually looking to bring the fire, all that tapas, the heat that you've built, we're looking to bring it down here. So steady breaths. Let's swap sides. So left side half pigeon. Yeah, that's it. So we're actually gonna, that block's gonna be too big for this. One moment. So part of this pose and the alignment of it is checking that your body weight is actually directly over the center of the pose. So occasionally, if you find that you're, rolling onto the side of your thigh a little bit more, here, pick this hip up. Yeah, and now sit down there. Do you feel how your hips are like right over center? Yeah, it's going to give a little bit more in the right hip and then also actually help your left hip too. Yeah, good stuff. So then breathe. And the thing is with this pose, you get to modify it however it's going to work for you. A big block, a half block, a rolled towel, all those variations are going to work. Last breath. Thanks, Mackenzie. Weight into your left hip. Swing the right leg around. Yeah, we're going to actually let's go to fish. So we'll take a quick tabletop first because I like the prep for your shoulders. Fingertips face your heels, hips up, head drops back. We're just going to take a breath in. Exhale and bring your hips down. So now, especially if you have one of those half-width blocks, sit that between your shoulder blades. That's what we're going to use for fish here. Yeah, so the small one. Once you come back, if you don't have a block, you can use your forearms on the ground. The center of your chest is going to reach up. Now, out of all of the poses that we do in this whole sequence, for my friends with a block, that's actually bring your hands out to a T, palms flipped up. So go nice and wide. Yeah. Out of all of the poses that we do in this practice, this is the only pose where we tell you to point your toes. Take one more deep breath in, like you're pulling the air into your lowest lungs. Exhale. You're going to rock off of this block onto your right side. Remove the block out from underneath your shoulders. We're actually going to bring it under your hips for waterfall. So we're looking to get our hips above our heart one more time. So yep, you can use the full-size block for this. I usually prefer that one. Block under your hips, feet straight up towards the ceiling. Now, if you ever stay and do this practice in do one of our restorative classes, you might do this pose assisted actually with a sandbag. So that sandbag is just going to add a little bit of weight here, just like that, on the tops of your feet, and then also on your heels, and you get this awesome like grounded sort of feeling. Yeah, exactly. Here, hold on. I'm going to switch. So just even steady breaths here. I like that. And now I always panic when the restorative teacher comes and gives me a sandbag like I'm going to drop it on my face because, right, that seems like a normal nervous thing. I have yet to do that. So don't worry so much. All right, and on your next breath, we'll bend our knees and bring them back down. Remove the blocks, and we're going to go to supine twist. So hug your knees into your chest. Let them drop left, eyes over your right shoulder. Yeah. And in case you never knew, we always twist to the right first, technically. So you can almost picture this like chair twist on the ground, because it's actually the direction that your organs go. Your small intestine and your large intestine. On your next inhale, pick your knees up, drop them to the right, and then eyes to the left. On your next inhale, knees into your chest. Exhale, take Shavasana, letting your legs and arms go out long. My friends in the studio, I'm grabbing your cold eye towels. Take a breath in and let it go. Bring some movement back to your fingers and then back to your toes. When you're ready, hug your knees up into your chest and rock onto your right side with your forehead on the floor. On your next inhale, we'll make our way up into a seated position. Reach both hands straight up towards the ceiling. And exhale your hands down to heart center. We'll close class with one Om. Take your breath in. Bring your thumb knuckles up to forehead center. Together, we bow our heads and we say, Namaste. Thanks, guys. Good to see you. If you haven't heard, so this weekend we did our first of the inversion workshops. Coming up on April 1st, we'll actually do the second inversion workshop. So we've got a second installment for you. If you attended the first one, great. We'll build on those you know, those things that you learned there and improve on them in workshop 2. If you didn't, that's perfectly fine as well. And you'll learn lots of new things about getting upside down. But check it out online or talk to me at the desk. Bye.